football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on last year's national champion, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field.
That shit could be cheesy. I'm telling you. That triple option gonna be somebody gonna be able to run that shit. When like Xbox, all that shit come out, there's gonna be somebody that master that shit. Like, yeah.
The Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Looking downfield, it's Tootin. Buying some time. Coming out aggressively. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd, calm them. The exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. That's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On fourth down, going to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0.
Oh, yeah.
They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. Looking downfield, it's Tootin. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets past the marker. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
It's so difficult when you're running a pass play, but really it becomes a run because he can do that. The quarterback can scramble around. Receivers are running down the field. I got to cover him and run down the field. Now I got to come try to catch this guy who's flying downhill so fast. The angles don't work. He's too athletic. That's why you get a big gain.
Catch in the middle. It's Dalton. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Using the quick game. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play, and you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. App State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Mountaineers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
A lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry.
Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Rushes on him. Buys a little time with his feet. At the 35, he's open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Tootin. Bringing the heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chain. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Back has it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
First play of the period will be a second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Looking to scramble. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He's got him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. On a little time, lets it go. Oh, Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Quarterback empties his backfield. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking to pass. It's Tootin. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to find his man in the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll leave it with him. Across the 35. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. They'll try to run for it. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Gators are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Tootin. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Touchdown, Florida! A great catch and run for 6.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bringing it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the pool. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, you know, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. The lone back's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out on the screen. At the 45 on his way. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The toss to the right. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Offense changing the play. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Out of the end zone. Slips through the line. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Tootin. Scrambling away. He's going to run it. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gets it out quickly. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. Touchdown Gators! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. There he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. Wide open space. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it.
Turning it on! They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And he does it again. He's showing you time and time again, man. This dude is just like a running back. And you see it in college football now, just having that guy at that spot, such an advantage. And you watch him there, just pulls the ball down, picks up yardage, and over 100 on the day now.
Extending the play. That's it, fly. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Dropping back, it's Tootin. Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And the Gators have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. The Gators want to move quickly.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. This is a design run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Looking to throw, it's Tootin. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Pressure coming. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Going for 6. He caught it.
This game is ass!
They did not.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. He's loose on the right. He's at the 50. Inside the 30.
This shit is crazy, bro.
He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU.
What an unbelievable play on offense. And I think the thought process was, hey, we're on our own 2-yard line. Let's just run the ball and give ourselves some space, give ourselves some better field position. But the ball carrier says, no way. I'm making people miss. I'm taking this thing to the crib. And he showed you his speed. Wow, what a game-changing type play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Tootin. He'll take a deep shot here. Holds it in on the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Gators have taken it inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires into the end zone. And he throws another interception. His third of the night.
My quarterback don't want to throw the ball on the money, bro. Like, oh my God.
Eyes on the quarterback. You try to read his eyes and break on the football in such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake.
Give me that.
Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Taking it the other way.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Florida! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Back to pass, it's Tootin.
Catch the ball, bro.
Just a little too slippery in the hand. They've got it to a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to swing it on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third and long, try to convert through the air. On target.
But my niggas can't do.
Making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line.
Oh my gosh, bro.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
35, Florida, 20.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
42, Spider. Dino, Griffin.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard.
He gets the ball out every time. I'm about to sack him. I get no sacks. I get no sacks on this
We're
nigga.
trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, they were able to come out here week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Navy is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Joe Bellino and Roger Staubach among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Iowa State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Gators headed quickly to the line.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today.
Looking deep. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Bringing it back. The 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Yeah, he throws the ball out of, like, he can't throw that bitch out of anything, boy.
Second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. The snap sets up the throw. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Pound 55 weak.
Trying play action. Looking for the score. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense, playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Stepping to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Under fire. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple